that there are storms coming. Let's go over to meteorologist Zane Satry.
Hi, Kayla. Yeah, we've got a lot of stuff going on this weekend here. For example, this holiday weekend, we've got the live look up at the Cy-Town construction site just north of Jack Trice Stadium in Ames. Still a few stragglers going in there for the George Strait concert this evening. That's, I think, got started a little while ago, at least the opening act. So there's a lot of action here over the next few days. Weather-wise, we could have some action too. Right now, still some sunny skies up there in Ames, 75 degrees. Really comfortable day we've had across the state of Iowa. Tonight we'll bring some storms back, though. We mentioned earlier during the overnight hours after midnight there is a level 2 risk across parts of southern Iowa for maybe an isolated wind or hail threat. Most of the storms will be non-severe, and then tomorrow most of the storms will be non-severe too. And in fact, there's probably not going to be as many storms. Just a little level 1 risk here across the southeastern half of the state towards the afternoon and evening hours of your Sunday. As things stand right now, just some high-level clouds starting to swing in from the west. If we look off into parts of Kansas, though, you see that little, it's not even a line of storms yet. They're just individual cells. There are tornado watches extending from Kansas down through Oklahoma and into Texas. That's where most of the severe weather will be. We'll be a little bit too far north for at least the most potent mix of severe ingredients. We'll stay dry through easily 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. You notice here we're probably not going to have any storms even move into the state until after 10, 11 o'clock. Parts of southwest Iowa, you'll get some storms first down towards places like Corning, Bedford, Clarinda, Red Oak, maybe around that 11 o'clock to midnight time frame. This part of the state will have at least the highest chance, and it's not high, but the highest chance of all of us of maybe seeing a stronger storm or two. A little bit better energy down closer to the Missouri border. Again, it's mostly a wind and hail threat. These storms will then spread across the state overnight into the wee hours of tomorrow morning, and then by the time we get to daybreak, 6, 7 o'clock, we should be pretty much done with the overnight round of storms. During the day then tomorrow, we might have a couple of showers still fester. I think most of the day is going to be dry for most folks, so we should have at least some sunshine on Sunday. We'll watch for maybe a little bit more redevelopment across southern Iowa towards the evening hours as this kind of trailing boundary is going to kind of shift out of southern Iowa and into northeastern Missouri, but stronger storms will probably stay south of the border and will be quiet then later Sunday night and into the Memorial Day holiday on Monday. But during the day Monday, another quick little disturbance is going to ripple in from the north and west, and parts of northern and northeastern Iowa will have maybe at least a chance of a non-severe thunder shower or just a shower or two. But most of us, at least on the holiday, I think will have some plenty of dry time, just a little bit of a cool feeling, sort of northwest breeze to start off next week. And then the middle of next week actually looks pretty nice. The 8-day forecast is going to be a lot quieter by then. Outside tonight, still some storms, though. Again, most of these won't be severe, but maybe a couple of stronger ones we'll keep an eye out for. Tomorrow, mid-70s. The storms leave early, just an isolated shower or two the rest of the day. And then once we get to Tuesday next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, pretty quiet. 70s, sunshine, not too humid, not a bad way to get towards the end of May. And then we'll see another rain chance arrive as we head towards the end of May and June towards this time next weekend.